You are not here to follow the crowd. You were never meant to blend in or wear the mask that society presses upon you. The true Sigma female walks a path carved by her own hand, a sovereign spirit who refuses the chains of social hierarchy and shallow validation. But what fuels this fierce independence? What powers this unshakable inner authority? Ask yourself, are you driven by the need to please others, or do you derive strength from within? The Sigma female does not seek applause, nor does she hinge her worth on external approval. Her power is rooted in self-validation and unbreakable trust in her own experience and inner truth. This mindset strips ego of its false crowns. It refuses the hunger for control or status. Instead, it embraces a radical self-honesty. When you stop chasing what others think and start honoring what you know deep inside, you birth a freedom so profound, it radiates from your core like wildfire. Practical action. Begin today to notice when your decisions are influenced by fear of judgment. Journal the moments you choose yourself first. This is your sovereignty awakening. Have you ever felt older than your years, as if your spirit has witnessed lifetimes beyond this one? This is the ancient soul speaking. It's a psychic imprint from the journeys your soul has taken across time, space, dimensions unknown. This isn't fantasy. It's an ancestral whisper, a wellspring of wisdom that flows beneath the surface of your conscious mind, guiding you with knowledge impossible to acquire solely through this life's experiences. You're tapping into the timeless self where all knowledge converges. This is why you see patterns others miss, why you anticipate outcomes before they unfold, and why you sometimes feel like a traveler out of sync with the modern world. Rhetorical question. If your soul holds memories beyond logic, who else's truths should you trust more than your own? Example. You entered a room and instantly sensed unspoken tension before a word was uttered. That was your ancient soul, reading the invisible currents. Intuition is not vague guesswork. It is a primal force within you, an epistemological authority, far surpassing the limitations of rational thought. Carl Jung described archetypes and the collective unconscious psychic reservoir we all tap into, and you embody this truth. Your intuition flows from this deep collective well, informed by evolutionary pattern recognition and ancient psychic frequency. Think of intuition as the compass forged by countless lifetimes of survival and wisdom. It's the silent leader in your decision-making, the voice that nudges you away from danger and toward opportunity, often long before you can articulate why. Rhetorical question. When you sense something without evidence, what choice do you make? Do you follow your inner voice or wait for external validation? Practical advice. Practice listening. Dedicate moments each day to stillness, allowing your inner knowing to rise without interference. Record your intuitive hits and the outcomes. Build trust through experience. Social hierarchies crave your submission. They demand conformity to maintain their structure. But you are not a reactive player in this game. You are a sovereign entity. Your armor, ancient wisdom, your sword. Your strength is not about dominating others, but about mastering yourself, choosing your responses, your battles, your connections with deliberate awareness. You don't need the spotlight to validate your worth. True freedom arises when you trust the whisper of your soul over the roar of the crowd. Powerful statement. To embody the Sigma female is to walk through the world wrapped in invisible armor made of ancient wisdom and raw authenticity. Example. In a crucial meeting, where the majority hesitates, you sense a shift in energy, something unspoken. Without waiting for consensus, you act decisively, led by that silent internal guide. Your intuition becomes your silent leader, commanding respect despite no words spoken. This mindset is not a cliche of being your own boss or standing out. It's a profound philosophical stance. You are an independent being rooted in layers of psychic knowing that precede the social masks you wear by day. This internal sovereignty is the crucible from which authentic power emerges, power unshaken by external noise or fleeting popularity. You are part of a timeless lineage of women whose strength was never about control over others, but mastery over self, whose intuition was their guide through storm and silence alike. This is the essence of the Sigma female, not defined by social position, but by the depth of her inner landscape. Reflect. When have you dismissed your intuition because it felt irrational? What would happen if you honored that primal knowing instead? Challenge. How often do you choose safety and conformity over the discomfort of authenticity? Can you dare to step outside the crowd today? Commit. Begin each morning grounding yourself in your sovereignty. Say aloud, I trust the ancient wisdom within me. I am free because I follow my inner compass. You are not a passive observer of your life, but a fierce navigator, charting ancient maps etched by countless lifetimes. The Sigma female mindset is waiting ready to awaken your deepest self, to transform your existence from ordinary to legendary. Are you ready to claim your soul's authority and walk your path with fearless intuition? The time is now. Your ancient spirit demands nothing less. You've embraced the fierce sovereignty of the Sigma female mindset. You understand that your intuition is not a whim, but a profound inner authority born from ancient wisdom. Now the question arises, how do you recognize when your psychic power is speaking and, more importantly, how do you trust it? Because here's the truth. Psychic signs are not fleeting fantasies or desperate hopes. They are real. They are tangible fingerprints of your heightened perception, the universal language of your ancient soul trying to guide you home. But like any language, it requires fluency, discernment, and practice. Ask yourself, have you ever experienced a sudden knowing, a spark of insight that others couldn't see? Have you noticed patterns, numbers, dreams, emotions that seem to ripple through your life like coded messages? If yes, you're already stepping into your Sigma psychic realm. If no, you're on the cusp of awakening, and this is your call to pay attention. Let's break this down into 8 powerful truths and actionable steps, your toolkit to decode the psychic signs and harness your inner compass with unshakable clarity. Do you feel the room shift before conversation even begins? Have you sensed someone's mood like a vibration on your skin? This isn't imagination, it's energy perception. Your body, your subtle energies, are finely attuned instruments, picking up on the invisible currents around you. You don't guess. You know through sensation. Practical action. Start tuning in daily. Before meetings, social events, or even phone calls, take a breath and feel into the energy beneath the surface. What do your body sensations say? Notice changes in your heart rate, gut feelings, or tension. Journal these experiences. Over time, this builds your psychic radar into an undeniable skill. Have you ever dreamt of something, then watched it unfold days or weeks later? Or woken up with vivid images or symbols that linger with undeniable significance? Your dreams are portals, bridges between your conscious mind and the timeless self. This is your ancient soul speaking through symbols and scenarios beyond linear time. Rhetorical question. When your dreams reveal truths you haven't consciously grasped, do you honor their wisdom or dismiss them as mere fantasy? Practical advice. Keep a dream journal beside your bed. Write down every detail immediately upon waking. Over time, you'll recognize recurring symbols or warnings. Reflect on how these dreams mirror your waking life and decisions. Ever glanced at the clock and seen 11:11, or met people seemingly by chance who change everything? These moments aren't luck, they're cosmic nods affirming your path. Synchronicities are the universe's way of whispering, you're aligned. Keep going. The Sigma female views these signs not as coincidences, but as confirmation from the unseen realm. Practical action. Note each synchronicity. Write down when it happens and what decision or feeling it accompanied. Use these as energetic markers, helping you track when you are moving in harmony with your true self. Psychic empathy is no myth for you. You often feel others' emotions as if they were your own, whether joy, pain, or fear. This deep empathy is a double-edged sword, a gateway to profound connection, and a signal to guard your energy fiercely. Powerful statement. Your ability to feel deeply is a sign of your psychic openness, but it demands mastery, not avoidance. Practical advice. Create clear, energetic boundaries. Visualize a protective shield of light around you before entering emotionally charged spaces. Practice grounding techniques, like walking barefoot or breathing deeply. To reclaim your center when you feel overwhelmed, your mind instinctively connects the dots across time and space with a speed others don't match. This subconscious pattern recognition is a cognitive gift tied to System 1 thinking, the fast, automatic processing of information rooted in evolution. You see connections, causes, and consequences below the surface, guiding your choices before your rational mind catches on. Rhetorical question: how often have you made a decision that just felt right without a clear logical explanation? Later realized you were perfectly aligned. Practical advice: when insights arise, pause to document them even if they seem small or incomplete. Notice the outcomes. This journaling trains your intuition to evolve from feeling to knowing with evidence. Not every intuitive hit is accurate. The Sigma female knows that discernment, the ability to separate truth from wishful thinking, ego reflection, or fears, crucial. How can you tell the difference? Authentic intuition usually feels calm, clear, and persistent, not panic-driven or fleeting. It comes with a quiet confidence, not confusion or anxiety. Practical advice: when a strong intuitive message arises, practice the wait and observe method. Don't rush action. Let the insight unfold and test it against reality before committing fully. This strengthens your reliability. Psychic perception is not reserved for mystics. It's a skill you can train and sharpen. Daily practices like meditation, mindfulness, and intentional solitude create mental space for intuition to surface. You must create the environment for your ancient soul's voice to be heard amid modern noise. Practical exercises: meditate for 10 minutes each morning, focusing on your breath and observing thoughts without judgment. Practice intuitive journaling, write down questions, then let your hand move freely to capture spontaneous impressions. Spend time alone in nature, a powerful amplifier for psychic sensitivity. The simple act of writing bridges conscious and unconscious worlds. Journaling anchors the fleeting whispers of your psychic mind into concrete reality, making your inner guidance unmistakable. Call to action: start today. Reflect on moments when you felt something was off or right without explanation. Record what happened and how trusting or ignoring that feeling shaped your outcome. Questions to ask yourself: what psychic signs do I notice most? How do my intuitive hits feel physically and emotionally? When has following my inner voice transformed my life? These psychic signs: energy sensitivity, precognitive dreams, synchronicities, emotional resonance, and deep empathy, are not random glitches or superstitions. They form your signature as a true Sigma female. You carry a psychic fingerprint shaped by your ancient soul and sovereign spirit. A guidebook etched in the hidden folds of your being. Embracing and recognizing these signs is your pathway to live fully empowered, no longer doubting your inner voice, but harnessing it as the force that directs your destiny. Will you keep second-guessing your subtle knowing, or will you rise and claim your intuitive birthright? True freedom is not the absence of mystery or doubt, it is the mastery of your inner compass through courage, discernment, and unwavering trust. Remember this: your intuition is the compass forged by countless lifetimes. Ignore it, and you drift. Honor it, and you navigate destiny. Stand tall, Sigma female. The universe has been whispering to you all along. Now it's your turn to listen, awaken, and step boldly into the power of your psychic self. Your journey is just beginning. Will you heed the call? You have recognized the ancient whispers, the psychic signs pulsing beneath your skin. You have felt what others dismiss as coincidence, now known as unmistakable confirmation of your Sigma essence. But what comes next? This is no finish line. It is the threshold, the gateway to a lifetime lived on your own seismic terms. Awakening to your Sigma nature is just the beginning. It is a call to embody your truth fiercely and tenderly, to harness your psychic gifts, not for isolation or escape, but for authentic power and soulful connection. Will you walk this path boldly? Will you own your role as a radiant force in a world hungry for genuine leadership? Here are 5 foundational pillars to live your Sigma awakening with clarity, courage, and unstoppable momentum. True independence is not rebellion against others. It is mastery over your own internal landscape. Ask yourself, when faced with criticism or pressure, do you react defensively or respond from a grounded place? Do you confuse ego fears with intuition? Do you know the difference? Your Sigma power. emerges when you transcend reactive ego patterns without denying them. Shadow work is essential here. Face your doubts, insecurities, and fears with honesty, not judgment. The ego's chatter grows loudest when you are on the brink of growth. This is your invitation to steady your inner captain's hand. Powerful statement. Self-mastery is your true freedom. The world will always challenge you, but your sovereignty will never be taken unless you surrender it. Practical steps. Before reacting emotionally, pause, breathe deeply and ask, is this my ego or my essence speaking? Journal moments when your ego tries to mask fear as intuition. Learn to discern in writing. Affirm daily, I am beyond external approval. I am my own authority. Your intuition is not mystical. Fluffit is a sophisticated internal guidance system, tested through countless lifetimes. Yet, intuition requires cultivation and discernment. Ask, how do you verify your intuitive hits before acting? Are you comfortable sitting with contradictory signals rather than forcing immediate clarity? The power lies in the psychic feedback loop. You listen, you act, you observe, you adjust. This cycle sharpens your inner compass, bridging inner knowing with outer reality. Build trust through experience, not wishful thinking. Powerful statement. Intuition is your personal codebreaker. Code it diligently, and it will reveal the unseen architecture of your destiny. Practical steps. Develop a practice of intuitive validation before major decisions. Journal what your gut says and check outcomes later. Use meditation to clear mental noise, inviting subtle insights to surface. Balance intuition with rational inquiry. Allow the two to dance, not battle. Your soul is a traveler beyond linear time, carrying archetypal and ancestral wisdom. This is your ethical compass, a wellspring of values beyond fleeting trends or external expectations. Ask yourself, which values transcend your personal history and cultural conditioning? How do these timeless truths color your choices and relationships? Anchoring your psychic awareness in these values prevents the ego's chaos and grounds your path in purpose. Ritual, storytelling, and reflective meditation are portals to this sacred lineage, holding you steady amid life's tempests. Powerful statement. You are the living bridge between past and future. Honor your timeless self, and you become an unshakable force of authenticity. Practical steps. Create a daily ritual connecting you to ancestral wisdom. Lighting a candle, reciting a mantra, journaling lineage stories. Reflect on how your personal challenges align with archetypal themes. Identify lessons not just for yourself, but for your community. Use mythic storytelling as a tool to reframe struggles into soulful growth. Awakening your psychic gifts is not an escape into fantasy. It's a transformative process of becoming whole mind, body, and spirit. Your Sigma power lies in translating insight into meaningful engagement with your life and the world around you. Ask, how do you integrate intuitive guidance with everyday responsibilities? Do you nurture your gifts with disciplined practice but remain open to evolution? True self-actualization is dynamic and ongoing. It involves setting energetic boundaries to protect your clarity while remaining open to inspiration. Growth requires both disciplined focus and joyful curiosity. Powerful statement. Psychic awareness is authenticity in motion and ever deepening. Dance between inner wisdom and outer reality. Practical steps. Commit to daily practices, nurturing intuition, meditation, creative expression, writing, art, movement. Practice energetic boundary setting. Visualize your personal space as sacred. Say no without guilt, and prioritize your well-being. Reflect weekly on intuitive wins and lessons from setbacks. Celebrate progress. Mystery is not your enemy. It is your creative partner. The Sigma female thrives in the tension between knowing and not knowing, clarity and paradox. Ask, can you hold space for uncertainty without panic or rigid control? How do you invite the unknown to co-create your life with you rather than resist it? Living with mystery cultivates humility and expansive creativity. It frees you from the need for absolute answers and opens you to profound possibilities beyond the intellect's reach. Powerful statement. Mystery is the fertile soil where your deepest powers sprout. Embrace the unknown and watch your life bloom beyond expectation. Practical steps. Practice contemplative breathing and journaling on unresolved questions without rushing to answers. Allow space for spontaneous inspiration. Try new ideas or creative projects without fixed outcomes. Cultivate gratitude for the veiled parts of your journey. They are your invitation to growth. Now is the moment. Will you continue to let your psychic gifts flicker quietly beneath the surface? Or will you ignite them into a blazing beacon guiding yourself and those who resonate with your unique light? You are not lost or alone. You are a sovereign force, a timeless soul harnessing intuition as your compass. The challenges, isolation, self-doubt are yours to transform into stepping stones toward mastery. Stand tall, Sigma female. Guard your energy, nurture your gifts, and embrace mystery as a treasured ally. Choose daily to integrate your psychic awareness deeply, to act decisively, and to engage with the world on your own bold terms. Powerful statement. Your awakening is your revolution. The ancient wisdom within you is calling not for silence, but for expression, not for hiding, but for radiant presence. Begin now. Set your intention. I walk my Sigma path boldly, honoring the ancient wisdom that lives within me and the unique light only I can bring to the world. Your journey does not end here, it only expands. The world awaits your authentic power. Consider a Sigma female who senses through her intuition that a traditional career path is misaligned with her soul's purpose. Instead of yielding to external expectations, she courageously pivots, launching a creative venture that taps into her psychic gifts and values. Her choice ripples outward, inspiring others to honor their own inner compasses. This is living your awakening not as a solitary act, but as a luminous legacy. You have the tools, the ancient lineage, and the inner authority. Now, embody them. Rise, shine, lead. Your Sigma path awaits. Walk it with fearless intuition and unwavering grace.